Randy Orton's WWE future in doubt after latest trouble. Hello guys. Welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Randy Orton has never been one to play by the rules, but this time, he may have pushed things too far. On SmackDown, the Viper shocked the crowd when he laid out WWE producer Shane "Hurricane" Helms with a thunderous RKO. Helms wasn't even involved in the fight. He was just trying to keep the chaos between Orton and Drew McIntyre from spiraling further. That one move has set off alarms backstage because taking down a company official rarely ends without consequences. The situation didn't stop there. After security dragged McIntyre away, Orton made another strange move. Backstage, he walked up to SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis and casually handed him a bottle of whiskey. Nobody's quite sure what to make of it. Was Orton trying to smooth things over? Was it a sly dig at Aldis's authority? Either way, the gesture only added fuel to the fire. Fans were left buzzing, and WWE insiders are wondering how the company plans to handle it. A crossroads for the Viper. Orton isn't just any superstar. He's a veteran, a 14-time world champion, and someone with enough clout to get away with things others can't. But even legends can only push so far before management steps in. A fine or even a short suspension wouldn't be out of the question, especially since Aldis has already shown he's willing to crack down on talent when needed. On the flip side, WWE knows controversy sells. Orton's feud with McIntyre was already heating up, and this incident only raises the stakes. A punishment could easily be woven into the storyline, giving both men more ammunition heading into their next clash. That whiskey handoff, whether sincere or sarcastic, might even become a plot point that plays out on TV. Randy Orton could be in big trouble with WWE. On the latest episode of WWE SmackDown, Randy Orton engaged in a heated segment with Drew McIntyre. The Scottish Warrior tried to manipulate Orton into betraying Cody Rhodes, but the Viper took him out. Soon, the security team arrived and attempted to stop the altercation. Meanwhile, WWE producer Shane Helms, aka the Hurricane, confronted Orton and tried to prevent him from going after McIntyre, but got an RKO in return. Orton's actions may lead to severe consequences. The Viper could face serious consequences for attacking a WWE official. He might be punished by an authority figure on the blue brand. Presently, Nick Aldis is the general manager of Friday Night SmackDown, and in the past, the National Treasure has penalized many talents for their unprofessional conduct. Aldis previously asked the Viper to pay a fine for attacking officials and breaking WWE's rules. This is why he might punish Orton again for assaulting Helms. Has Orton already bribed Nick Aldis after the incident? It's crucial to note that Orton confronted Nick Aldis following his attack in a backstage segment. Surprisingly, the Viper gave Aldis a bottle of whiskey as compensation for berating the security team. The SmackDown general manager did not retaliate against Randy Orton, which seemingly implies that he accepted the bribe. However, it might be a ruse, as the National Treasure could still punish Orton in one way or another. When is Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton expected to take place in WWE? Initially, there was a belief that McIntyre and Orton would lock horns at Clash in Paris, which is the company's upcoming premium live event. However, since the show will take place tonight, the chances of the bout happening in France are slim. It seems like the creative team has no plans to book Orton versus McIntyre for Clash in Paris, unless it is forced to make some last-minute changes. SmackDown after Clash in Paris could be the ideal location for this showdown. Meanwhile, Aldis could add a stipulation to the potential bout, aiming to punish the Viper. AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental title is official for Raw after Clash in Paris. This heightens the chances of the Triple H-led creative team booking a major bout for SmackDown too. As of now, the above-mentioned scenario is mere speculation. Hurricane Helms captions, "Abuse," to condemn attack on Randy Orton. A WWE legend was at the receiving end of an attack from another legendary Randy Orton on SmackDown. The 14-time WWE World Champion made his way to the ring on the blue brand to confront Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre ambushed Cody Rhodes a few weeks back, aiming to send a strong message as he sets his sights on the undisputed WWE Championship. However, in Rhodes' absence last week, the Scottish psychopath was shockingly blindsided by Randy Orton. a confrontation that many would say was inevitable. The two superstars exchanged heated words on the mic before tension spiraled out of control. McIntyre stunned Randy Orton with a fierce headbutt and attempted a Claymore kick, but the Viper narrowly dodged. Later, Drew McIntyre made his way into the LDLC arena with a confident smirk, taunting Michael Cole and Wade Barrett at the commentary desk while sarcastically questioning Cody Rhodes' absence. The Scottish Warrior then scanned the arena, clearly on the hunt for Randy Orton. Veteran Hurricane Helms responds with two different messages after getting RKO from Randy Orton. During the entire scenario, one of the WWE personnel and veteran Hurricane Helms, who also serves as the backstage producer, ended up getting an RKO for his troubles. In response to this attack, Helms on his official X account mentioned abuse. However, he went to write another post. "I flew all the way to France and all I got was an RKO." Many fans expected Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre to be confirmed for Clash in Paris. Instead, the only late addition to the premium live event was Wyatt Six putting their WWE tag team titles on the line against the Street Profits. Abuse. WWE legend condemns Randy Orton incident. A WWE legend was at the receiving end of an attack from Randy Orton this week on SmackDown. The 14-time WWE World Champion made his way to the ring on the Blue brand to confront Drew McIntyre. The two stars went back and forth on the mic before things got out of hand. McIntyre knocked Randy Orton down with a Glasgow kiss and went for a Claymore, but the Viper moved out of the way. He then planted the Scottish Psychopath with a draping DDT, but before he could inflict more damage, security intervened. Among the WWE personnel trying to stop Orton was veteran Hurricane Helms. However, Helms, who serves as a backstage producer, ended up receiving an RKO for his troubles. Shortly afterward, a clip was shared on X, Twitter, highlighting Hurricane receiving his first RKO from Orton in 2003, and the latest one on SmackDown. The former Cruiserweight champion shared a one-word response to condemn the attack. Hurricane Helms wasn't done, though. In another post, he responded to WWE's video of the segment. "I flew all the way to France, and all I got was RKO," he wrote. This isn't the first time that Helms ended up eating an RKO in 2025. Earlier this year at Backlash, Orton hit him with an RKO after his match with John Cena descended into chaos and officials intervened. Randy Orton has been feuding with Drew McIntyre on SmackDown. Last week on SmackDown, Orton sneaked up on Drew McIntyre and hit him with a thunderous RKO. The Scottish Warrior addressed Orton this week, and the two got into a brawl that ended with McIntyre escaping a punt kick from the Viper. The animosity is nothing new, as McIntyre teamed up with Logan Paul to beat Randy Orton and Jelly Roll at SummerSlam earlier this month. Now that they are getting in each other's way again, it remains to be seen what WWE has planned for them next. WWE stars removed from Clash in Paris 2025. In Cody Rhodes' absence, Drew McIntyre has remained embroiled with Randy Orton. Certainly looks like there'll be one more big match between the pair before McIntyre moves on to Rhodes in the WWE Championship. In fact, things could even set up a three-way match at WrestlePalooza for Rhodes' title. There was reportedly talk of McIntyre versus Orton one-on-one at Clash in Paris in the meantime, but unless it's a last-minute addition, it doesn't look like that'll be the case.